Salute everybody. Welcome to Switching Lanes with Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Let me do my shout outs. Hi, Melanated Gym. Hey, sis. Hey, Vibrant Love. Thank y'all for coming through. Hey, Smoke to the Bone. Salute. Hi, Nina the Deep House Sister. Thank y'all for coming through. Um, uh, this is crazy today. I usually just come on here and do my content and move on. But I'm seeing so much transpire in my sector and so much toxicity and I'm seeing this relationship play out in our face. And my question today was, when do you walk away from a toxic relationship? How bad does it got to get in our relationship before we walk away? Does it come to, hey Lizzie, hi sis, hit the link. I dropped the link. When do we walk away? Does it end when one of us end up in jail? Does it end when one of us unalive one another or unalive each other? And as a friend, hi Miss Tay, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey Lizzie.
Hey, baby.
Y'all go make sure y'all follow my sister La Lizzie. You know what I'm saying? Go over there, um, purchase a membership to Noah's Ark. You know what I'm saying? And hit that like button. Check out some of her old videos. You know what I'm saying? And the current ones. Hey Taylor, so La Lizzie, when do you walk away from a toxic relationship, sis?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of people don't walk away until it's too late. And when I say that, is either someone is unalive or sitting in prison.
And from what we all are witnessing, because it is displayed, you know, and Lalizi, I'm very close to you, and there's no secret about that. I mean, please have sound advice for me in this situation. If you see that I am in this kind of toxic relationship, if I'm in this kind of relationship, which I would never display that, because when I was in a if I was really in a domestic violence relationship, and I turned out to start being an abuser as well. And let me know, as my friend, don't display what I got going on. Help me in a situation. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to use it for clicks and views, without bringing awareness to the situation, because I don't see nothing good coming out of it at the end.
Well, Miss Parker, this is actually is not a funny. It's not funny, and people laughing, and it's not even entertaining. This situation that we're watching is not entertaining either. It's disgusting. It's
Yeah.
nauseating. It's sick because here we go, two people going back and forth. They hit the live for every one of us to see it. Then it becomes commentary. But now the police are involved and we know what can happen. Just say the police go out on a DV call, and because somebody is drunk or on live, they get to showing too much emotions and then shots are fired. We know how the police work. It's not always a good thing to call the police, because sometimes when you call them for help, it turns into a tragedy.
Yeah.
It becomes a tragedy.
And that's why.
Only a person know when they're done with a situation. Follow your heart, not your mind. Your heart gonna tell you when enough is enough, and then you walk away. But unfortunately, because they getting attention, it's hard to walk away, because it's now, look at me, look at me, look at us. It's just so disturbing. It's really disturbing to see. And me being a mother of three black sons, no, absolutely not. The The no. I can't even say nothing else because ugh.
And Taylor, let me tell you what Zane said. Unfortunately, some never get to walk away because the unspeakable happens. And that's just what Lalizi was just speaking on too, Zane. She said, Taylor XO said, I was watching a Facebook video where a young couple with 1 to 2 kids together were in a toxic relationship. She always got violent with him. She ended up going to his motel room one day and shooting him.
Well, listen. In this situation, we see that there are small kids involved, right?
Yeah.
Y'all don't think that these children may be a tad bit traumatized? Probably shaking in their sleep or shaking at the sound of a loud noise. It's really sad. It's really sad. But then I hear a nigga telling another nigga about his son ain't no bitch ass nigga. Listen, I can't. But then let me say this, and I'm gonna hop down. It's the number of people that's involved in this relationship.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even be involved in this relationship, but they're involved in it. Y'all, look, everybody go work on your own relationship and get out of other folks. Them folks been together 3 years. I don't think it's ending here. I really don't. I
I
don't
don't
think it's ending here.
I really don't. I'm just to the point where I've seen so much from it. You know, I'm just like I just said. I was just saying this the other day, like Lizzie on my live, I think, and I was like, you know how you just waiting on the expected to happen at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You just waiting on the expected to happen at this point because where my relationship, and salute to everybody that came in the building, you know what I'm saying? Salute and salute to Lalizi for real. I'm at Lalizi to where my domestic relationship was so bad and so toxic. Like I flinch. You know what I'm saying? This little girl getting close to me, I flinch like you gonna hit me or something. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Cause that's just how bad it was. Cause and it ain't nothing to play with. You know, I do these lives. You know, y'all send me stories. Me and you be talking about, especially me and you. We be, you know what I'm saying. You know what you said you was gonna start doing on your channel. I was like, yeah, Lolly, do that because we ain't getting nobody to really talk about the real of it, the unaliving of it, the effects it puts on our children.
Right.
And when
Right.
these kids, if you go back to the Jeffrey Dahmer story and some of these other stories and how they begin, it always starts in the house.
It always does. It always does. It's disgusting. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm not even reading the chat.
Taylor XO said, then I seen that live where the mother called her baby daddy talking to me and she ended up shooting him on Facebook Live. I think I remember that one too. She said, I was one of those kids. I see my sperm donor do things to my mom that still plays in my head. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, like I said, once once I read in certain stories and stuff like that before I do when I'm doing my research, every time I read it, Lalizi, it starts in the home of why
Mm-hmm.
the first thing they say is my mom and dad, or my mom and her boyfriend, or my boyfriend and stepmom and my dad and their stepmother, you know what I'm saying, had this kind of relationship. And that's why they turned out kind of how they did, you know what I'm saying, to unaliving people and some more stuff.
And see, this is what happens when a person is abused. Once if they make it out of that, they then become the abuser. So history gonna keep on, you know, just going over and over and over. The cycle has to be broken. Like it really has to be broken. But doing this right here, this is not this is not good. This is not good. And they both recognize it's a toxic situation. But let me say this too. Now, this is just my opinion. For SD to get with this girl at a very young age like that, he was trying to mold her into being the woman he wanted. But the only thing he did was create a monster.
Mm.
He created a whole monster.
And I want to get to this, Lalizi. What are we getting from this? What I mean, I see a whole lot of I see more protectors than I do anybody that's being held accountable.
Well, see, they don't know accountability.
Yeah, I see this being a whole show of entertainment. It's not entertainment for me.
Yeah, it's not entertainment. It's not. It's a shit show. Excuse my French, but it's literally a shit show. That's all it is. And it's key players playing in it. They shouldn't even be in it.
And it's like a slap in the face to people like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think, and it's people that big channels that I look up to or that I have looked into. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, Shane.
And it was like I'm not hearing um a real conversation. You if you understand what I'm saying, I'm not hearing real dialogue.
You
I
know why?
Competitive story. And again, to anybody that's dealing with domestic violence, I pray for y'all. I pray that you get out of the situation before it's too late. I'm definitely an advocate for anybody going through anything domestic. Also, we got to save our children. I've done so many stories. Lalizi even did research with me on the Anaya Day Gerd story, to where she couldn't even stomach watching, you know what I'm saying, watching the videos and stuff, to where she was like, Tasha, I can't. Let me get on to something else. Go ahead, Lalizi, what you was going to say real quick. Go ahead.
Well, see, this is the thing. People, there's a lot of bored people on this app, so they're actually getting entertained out of this, but it's just like they're mocking domestic violence. It's a mockery at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, again, if there's nothing funny about anyone putting hands on anyone. Men can be in domestic violence as well. There's women. There are women abusers. Absolutely, there are women abusers. But at what point do you walk away? What point did you love a person enough to leave them?
Yeah.
Well, at what point do you love enough to leave? Because if you really love a person, you'll do anything for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's their mental health, walk away. If you feel like you're the issue, walk away. See, this is the issue. Too many people trying to fix other people and not fix themselves.
Mm.
You can't fix nobody else. Fix what you can fix about you and let that person. So if you got to walk away and let that person deal with themselves, that would be the best thing. But so many people scared to be alone. They'll take anything. They scared to be alone. I would rather sleep in a park and have my sanity than come home and be abused every day, whether it's physical, mental, verbal, emotional. My mind is worth it. Well, I'm gonna be alone. I'm not scared to be alone. Cause see, being alone, that's how you get to know you. A lot of people don't know themselves. You ask them who they are and they can't tell you.
Right. Right.
They can't tell you who they are. Because they don't know who they are. They haven't taken that time to be with self and examine self. Because they scared to be alone. Now we hear people use the word I was vulnerable. I was vulnerable. When you at a certain age, you're no longer vulnerable. You just being silly as hell. You're not used to being alone, so you trying to fulfill a void.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. time out to learn yourself before you try to learn somebody else. Take the time out to fix what's broken within you before you try to fix somebody else.
Mm.
Because the person only gonna change if they want to change. If you change because somebody else wants you to change, you ain't doing it for self. You'll never be happy. You'll never be happy. And on that note, baby, I'm gonna drop down because my phone dying. I love you.
I
Salute
love
to the
you.
flag.
Thank you, Lizzie, for coming up here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hey, LaKendra. Hey, everybody in the chat. I'm coming to the chat now.
All right. Thank you, love. Salute, Kendra. Zach, you have the right one. Said I was just telling my son that last night, Lalizi. M said once you are out of that toxic relationship, you are no longer a victim. You are a survivor, and that's what I was just saying. You know what I'm saying? It it I don't want this to be a smack in the face to my survivors of domestic violence. And we also got to remember men go through domestic violence as well, because where I was abused, I turned into the abuser too. Where I was getting abused so much, I thought it was okay to hit back, instead of keep being scared. Even though I knew I couldn't whip that man, I still fought back. You know what I'm saying? And it would be times where I would be angry and lash out too, because I stayed in that toxic relationship. Byron said, even if you say they're vulnerable, they are making themselves more vulnerable by staying. Yes. Salute, Lady S. Salute, Blended Healing. Miss LaKendra, thank you guys so much for pulling up. You have the right one, my love. Zane, Sweet Bay, thank you guys so much. Emily said, also never be ashamed to tell your story, because your story could save another person's life. And that's where I am with the Emily. And that's really, with this playing out. And Miss LaKendra just pulled up, and me and her was having this conversation, about this and stuff the other day. And I couldn't believe what I was watching. And not only when I did kind of tune in to see what was happening, I really started having flashbacks. You will never, some things you won't heal from in life. Just because you get the help you need, we talk to counselors, doesn't mean that I still don't have those sexual abuse thoughts that that's still there. You know what I'm saying? I haven't forgiven and I haven't forgot those black eyes, those bruises. You know, and this ain't for nobody to feel sorry for me. This is just to bring awareness to my men and women out there that this is real. At this time in our life, this is real. And as Taylor XO came in the chat and said, she seen on Facebook where 2 people was shot. Now the mother is in prison for the rest of her life, away from her children, from taking a man's life due to being in a toxic relationship. I don't want a friend to come in and try to uplift the BS I'm displaying. I want a friend to come in and try to help save my life. For the sake of, and for the sake, if y'all know I have children, to potentially save my life. Help me. And she said, this saddens me when you're scared of flinching, because that could cause you to harm someone. Absolutely. It was a jumpy situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? You getting hit out of the blue. I would get hit out of the blue. Backhanded, palm smacked, punched. And not only that, you know what I'm saying? It when you got that on your record, when you got that, and each time you go and get your police report ran off and they see that domestic violence, you know what I'm saying? And then I was the one too where I didn't know how to be alone, so I would drop the charges to the judge was finally like, and see that's what I'm saying about setting us melanated people back, because it's almost like crying wolf when they don't know who to help now. Hey, Beck, thank you for coming through. The people that really do need help in these situations don't get the help. And that's why there's so many people in so many cases where people get unalive, because we go and get the charges dropped. You know what I'm saying? We play with the system. We're playing with the system due to staying in toxicity. And that's just what I didn't want to do. Because I knew what I was doing. I knew it came to a point in time where I knew what I was doing was more damaging than it was good. And I wasn't taking and utilizing the resources that was there for me to get out of the situation. But I did not play with it either. But see, that one black eye that I really seen stars, and now I get where in the cartoons and they see stars, I saw stars. I still got a knot on my head right here for real with that I cover up where I was thrown into a hole while I seen stars. I literally seen stars. And I knew at that moment when they said I had a slight concussion that I could have potentially been unalived at that moment. Taken away from my kids, my two kids that I did have at that moment. From not wanting to be alone. When I was going to be alone in a casket. She said, don't get me wrong, every relationship has a little toxicity, but where do we draw the line? Absolutely. She said, I watched a Facebook post where a man shot his wife in the face and she survived. I will send it to you. It's so sad. Yes, Ebek, please. I'll leave my Instagram and email outside the video after I'm done. But I got friends that, have been in toxic relationships and that, are no longer here. That I didn't think was serious to me. We just thought, oh, girl, leave him alone instead of, really seeing what was really going on and knowing that our friend was in danger. So now she's gone, he's gone. For the rest of their lives, she's gone forever. He's in prison. He's not coming back to the kids as well. So really both parents are gone. But I knew once I got this knot right here that my life was going to be over. There it is. Thrown into a wall, seeing just darkness. Didn't even remember what happened because that's how hard I was hit and threw down steps. That's a story I thought I was just going to tuck behind me and never have to say again, like, yeah, I went through this, but, it wasn't nothing else to talk about. But when I knew that I almost was unalived at that moment, because to me, again, I'm not looking at the seriousness of it. I'm not thinking about, and yet one thing I didn't do this was too much around my kids, but don't get it twisted, I have. And they couldn't stand it. They hated it. And I knew that one day my kids was going to get older. And I knew my kids would probably make a decision to unalive this man and be in penitentiary for the rest of their life, trying to protect me when I couldn't protect myself. They hated this man. They started to hate me. I was messing with their sleep, their school hours, and some old stuff. Worrying about myself. Not wanting to be alone. Not thinking about my kids. So see, I was mentally abusing them too. Everything I went through once I had children, they was going through. I put them through that. But I said I loved them. And see, I eventually gotta preach to my kids. How can I act like my household's so good when I got all this toxicity running around it? Let's be honest. See, everything that's glitter ain't gold. And I don't get on here to play for y'all, play in front of y'all like I'm okay, I'm just this best parent. And I just like Lisa said, our relationship ain't no relationship perfect. Because if it was, we'd be perfect people, and we're imperfect people. And see, I'm not in this. I don't care about who's messing with who and what's going on. But what I do care about is domestic violence situations. I don't want to see anybody unalived. I don't want to see any more of our melanated children damaged. And is that so bad? Is that so bad that somebody wants to speak up for what's really going on? Again, like Lizzie said, police could have found this man and unalived him. Just because we've seen how irate this man gets sometimes. They don't care. But I care about us enough to say, enough's enough. When do we walk away from toxic relationships? I don't want to be with a narcissist. I don't want to be with a manipulator. I don't want to be with somebody who mentally abuses me. I don't want to be with a man or a woman that makes me feel worthless, that calls me out of my name, that degrades me. Because, see, when I was born, my mama didn't name me. My name ain't nowhere in my name say bitch. Ain't nowhere in my name does it say whore. Nowhere in my name does it say slut. And I want my children to be respectful. I want my boys to be respectful of women. I want my daughters to be respectful of men. Because, see, men unalive playing with men and some more stuff. You get what I'm saying? For their needs. I talk to my daughters about this. Again, I do so much research and get so many stories sent to me. I just can't believe what I'm reading. And I'm watching it in real time on her in my sector. Again, it's like I'm sitting back waiting for somebody to be unalived. The gunplay of it all. The mental abuse of it all. It is a smack in the face to those who are really going through something, been through something, scared to speak out about these situations. Because we're laughing at the busted lip and the bloody nose. It was funny. Not to me. Emily said, majority of the time, it'll start with emotional abuse over nothing, jealousy, name calling, etc. Yes. Downplay said, help me, Jesus. It's okay, Downplay. I'm okay. Hi, Messy. And I'm okay now. I am. I'm okay because I want to help somebody else that's going through this, to know it ain't the end and that they don't have to end somebody else's life to get out of that situation. Because a lot of times that's where it goes. It really does. Like Zane said, it ends with the unaliving of someone, to feel like you get away from that person. And I don't want it to be that. She said, I watched Ebony Mixon. Her husband shot her in the face and then unalived himself. She is still here to tell her story, and I watch her a lot. I'm going to have to watch that. Emily said, I've had my M's. I want y'all to see this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. My sissy poo said, I've had my jaw broke and wired shut from my ex doing a Superman punch. And well, you know I love you and I'm praying for you, sissy, and I'm always here for you. And I'm going to advocate for you, me, other women around the world. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry that happened to you. You have the right one said, wow, I'm so happy you were able to make it out alive. It was, wow, I'm so sorry. She said, it's like you're not allowed to smile, be happy, got to walk with your head down in public. You're always wrong, etc. Man, Emily, you got me in tears because it never got that bad with me. You know, like sprain, you know, me spraining my, arm, my wrist and stuff, trying to fight back. But Emily, I'm so sorry that happened to you, sis. I swear I am. Whew. Hey, positive vibes. Hey, positive vibes. This is why this is important. This is why I tell women and men all the time on her. Hey, Tansis. Hey, Raw. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. This is why I say, even if you don't want to talk about it in these lives that I had when I'm speaking on abuse and things like that, leave a message outside the video if you need resources, if you are scared You really just, a lot of people are lost. I was lost for years. I stayed in this relationship for years. I was lost. And so I understand you don't want to, it's our pride too. We don't want nobody to know we getting our ass kicked. Nobody wants to know. No woman wants to know. And really a man don't want you to know his woman is beaten. Tina said, hey, Miss Parker, sometimes it's hard to just walk away because these so-called men has threatened the kids, family members, or someone close to them. I was in a toxic relationship, and I thank God. Yeah. And Tina, you know what's so sad? I just read, dang, where was this at? And I was gonna do a short, put the news clip up in the short, and the man just went in unalived. Hi, Ashley Lynn, my boo. Hey. Thank you for coming, boo. A man went and unalived his wife, her mother, and they 3 kids. Three kids gone. 3 innocent lives gone. Let's go to Indiana 2 weeks ago, where the young black man raped his ex-girlfriend because they was in a toxic relationship. She finally got the strength to get away. She thought she got away. She thought she was doing the right thing. And he raped her, murdered her, and then took her 2-year-old baby and unalived the baby as well. Baby's not even his. What are we doing? Come on, y'all. That's why I say on this app, we got to stop advocating. Yeah, love don't hurt. We got to stop with the foolishness. Shit's not cute at all. But we are making it entertainment and parading it. That's why I say I don't want to hear all that fake crying and shit when something happens. I don't. Because it's been nothing but entertainment. I haven't heard nothing educational come out of this at all. But everybody stands for this. Everybody stands for that. Absolutely not. No, y'all don't. Just being honest. No, y'all don't. These kind of stories hurt my heart. They hurt me for Emily to share that. For Tina to share that. That hurts me. And I'm sorry for you ladies that y'all went through that. I am. Just my thoughts and listening and supporting with Share the Strongman. Thank you, Just My Thoughts. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And again, Emily, I'm so sorry. Tina, I'm so sorry. She said, I've been that kid before. After my parents split up, my mom ended up dating someone that would hit her at 7. I woke up and got to the weapon. The only thing saved his life was I didn't know about the safety. Boy, have mercy, Miss LaKendra. And that's why I knew I was, Miss LaKendra. I knew my sons. I knew, especially my son, he was going to be like you. And I could hear him when he would speak about it like, man, I ill it. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, quit talking like that. And I remember cussing him out. Because he was only trying to protect me. Because, see, I was only thinking with what was between my legs. I wasn't thinking with my head and my heart. And I wasn't thinking about my babies. Let's be honest. I didn't think about how this affected my babies at all. Still, the longevity of how it affected my sons to today. See, that don't just go away for, just like it didn't go away for me, it don't go away for my babies either. She said, Miss Parker, I've seen my mom get burnt alive by a sperm donor, all because she was talking to another person. Thank God she survived, but that day plays over and over in my mind like a video every day. So, see, we got these people on this app that's Miss LaKendra, who was put in a position at a young age, tired, Tired of seeing her mama get abused. Tired. Just didn't know about the safety. We got You Have the Right One. Seen her mama get burnt alive. We have Ems. Jaw broke. We have Tina. Where's the lesson for the clicks and views? Where's the real wake up for the clicks and views? Where's the seriousness at about this situation for the clicks and views? For the battered and abused men and women who got away, the survivors. Praying for you. You have the right one. And you have the right one. You know, I love you so much, my love. And I'm so sorry for your loss. You know, if y'all put a prayer up for my love, she just lost her mother. And, you know, I just hit her up because I told her I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Hey, Miss Cynthia. And also my baby right here, Miss Ashley Lynn, took a loss as well. So I know these sisters' feelings to losing the closest thing to us, which is our mothers. So prayers to you too, boo. Wow, that's crazy. I'm so sorry this happened. Yeah, I'm really saddened by that. M said it only made me stronger because I no longer have to fear living from day to day. I can stand proud and say I'm a survivor. And that's me too, Emily. I'm so proud of you. And you definitely are a survivor. All of y'all are survivors. You know what I'm saying? We are all survivors. And you know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of us. And I want us to be advocates for our upcoming women or women that's older. It's still older women that go through this. You know what I'm saying? Abuse doesn't have an age limit on it. You know what I'm saying? It starts young. Again, we're not just talking about the physical abuse, the mental abuse, you know, the emotional abuse. It just doesn't have an age on it. And I just want to be a spokesperson for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's it and that's all. And I just want to bring awareness that this situation that we are watching unfold in front of us is not cute on no levels. And I'm not using this for entertainment purposes or for a click and view. I just want to know, when do you walk away from a toxic relationship? I appreciate my love. Thank you for coming. Love you, boo. You went deep today. Yeah, it's just a situation that's unfolding in my sector. And I see a whole lot of people, you know, that's entertaining it. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to know, really, are we going to entertain it until somebody unalives themselves? We have to start putting RIP. We didn't think it was that deep. Oh, well, they do this all the time. And, you know, sometimes all the time does, like Zane and Lalizi said, it turns out to where it's never again, you know, and it was like a smack in the face to me. And women that are really, you know, because everybody's not vocal about, oh yeah, you know, I got my job broke, I got this. You know, you really have to have a strong mindset and been through some real therapy to be like, honestly speak on it, because it's so sensitive. She said, I can relate to this. I was married to my abuser for 5 years before I got the courage to get out. Man, Miss Jamie, you know, I rocks with you and I'm praying for you, love. And I'm glad that you survived. Because 5 years is a long, long time. And I was in mine, believe it or not, I wasn't married, but I did mine for 12 years. And I got out of one, you know, y'all wouldn't believe this, but I'm going to be honest about the situation. I was 18 and this guy was like 27 at the time. Just got my own place, and this narcissist, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sister. You know I love you to death. I do. I love my sister. This man not only messed with me and abused me. I mean, constantly hit me. Constantly hit me. He started messing with my sister younger than me. This man took me to the hospital. I was in labor with my oldest son. My oldest son wasn't his, but I was pregnant with my oldest son. Drop me off at the hospital. I'm thinking this man is going to park the car, y'all. So the nurse was like, get me prepped because I'm going fast. I'm going fast. And the baby's lungs is collapsing. So his heart rate, Ty's heart rate is just going down. So they're like, we got to get her in here. We got to prep with us. Like, do you think that your baby, your baby's father will be back in time? And I was like, I don't know. Just get this baby out of me. So I guess I pass out during everything. And I wake up, no baby. I'm like, where's my baby? So they had to emergency fly him to another county because our hospital didn't have the proper things because where his lungs collapsed. And plus I was just 7 months pregnant. So I have him 2 months early. So baby's lungs collapsed. He's only like 3.9. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, what's going on with my baby? Like, is my baby alive? I didn't know if my baby was even alive, y'all. This man, this narcissist, this man drops me off in labor only to take my sister to prom. Y'all heard me say I'm 18. His age. Love you, mama, I do. I do. I love you, mama. R.I.P. But my mother allowed this. Knowing this was my abuser. And guess what? He started kicking my ass too. So see, then is when a lot of stuff started happening to me. I'm only 18. I'm on my third baby at 18. Don't know what love is. I think love hurts. I think you're supposed to get your ass kicked by your man. I think all this stuff growing up was okay. So by the time I'm 22, I have 5 kids. Selling myself short for a man. Because of what I endured growing up. Selling myself short through my addiction. Selling myself short up until just a few years ago. For a long time, I felt worthless. I felt like the shit the men used to call me when they would abuse me. I thought it was okay forever for a man to call me out of my name, to call me whores and bitches. I thought it was okay. I thought the toxicity was okay. I thought it was normal. Until I got clean and really start seeing the therapist in the rehab. And I said, that's not okay. Damn, I'm somebody. Damn, I'm somebody. I'm somebody to be loved. I'm somebody's mother. I'm somebody's daughter. None of those names, nothing about love came with abuse. Mentally, emotionally, physically, or none of that. I didn't see none of that in the memo of love. So I lost myself for a long time being in toxic relationships, being around toxic people, period. And sometimes you want people around you for the support, but at that time, to get where I am today, I couldn't be around people to get the help and the support to know that I'm somebody, to start loving myself enough to know I'm worthy. And I'm worthy of not being hit. I'm worthy of not being called out of my name. I'm worthy of so much. So I just want y'all to know this is not okay. What we seeing today is not okay. And I'm not going to make it okay. I'm not gonna make it okay. I'm not gonna make it okay for my sisters in the chat. Ems, Tina, LaKendra, Jamie, none of y'all. You have the right one. I'm not making it okay. And it's not. She said, I thank God he gave me when the wind to run spirit. And I did get a black eye and the police came over and looked at the bruising and didn't even ask what happened because why? Because he was an informant. Wow. Mr. Kendra said it made me stronger and I never accepted mental or physical harm. Thankfully, I didn't run into a monster because one day it'll be too late. And see, I ran into a lot of monsters. I thought monsters was the ones to love because I dealt with it for so long. And I'm just being honest, y'all. I thought the monsters was okay. I didn't think I was worthy of not being hit. Thank you for talking about this because some women stay because they think it's love and love doesn't hurt. It doesn't. Praying for any and all that have lost a loved one. Thank you, Tansy sis. Thank you. But I'm just being honest. Love don't hurt. And I'm not saying that y'all not gonna have arguments in a relationship because it's just not it. Hi Tiara Love. Hey sis. It's not it. But it's the abuse of it all. And I'm here today to say I loved a monster. I thought abuse was okay. I thought all of that was okay. Do it hurt me and make me cry? Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. But I'm strong. I know I'm strong today. I know I get on her, but it still takes me back to those black eyes. It still takes me back to those busted lips. It still takes me back to where I was kicked in so much to where I would walk handicapped for a couple of weeks. Where I didn't want to go out with my girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my friends still didn't have babies. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I was ashamed of who I was. Hey, Nicole. I was very ashamed of who I was. I was ashamed again up until some years ago to say who I was. Maybe 4 years ago, I couldn't get on here in this camera and be honest with y'all and tell y'all about myself. Because I was still living a lie. I was still living in a world of guilt, ashamed about what happened to me. Not overcoming what happened to me. Not accepting what happened to me. Not letting go of what happened to me. But after reading some of this stuff that y'all went through, I know. But we got to stay strong. Men and women, we have to stay strong. We do. We have to know when to walk away. We have to know when enough is enough. And I've said that before. We have to know when enough's enough. She said, I need to rewind, but I definitely have been abused in many ways, not only physically, but mentally. I send positive energy of healing to anyone who has endured this type of pain. Thank you, Tiara Love. Thank you. And I'm praying for you too, sis. She said, it's not entertaining watching a woman and a man going through a toxic relationship. Just my thoughts, man. I mean, I'm just saying it. I'm like, where's the awareness at? Where, you know what I'm saying? It upset me. Like, I really start having flashbacks. And I wasn't mad at either one of them. I'm just like, where are we getting the help for these people? Why ain't nobody talking about getting the help? Not just walking away, but we need somebody to seek. We need both of y'all to seek some help in this situation. I don't care what nobody said. I don't care what led up to it. It's just what I seen. And at this moment, I don't want to see nobody unalived. I feel sorry for the children that around the circumstances. And that should be okay. This is not downplaying anybody. Because like I said, I was there. I've been there. I know what it's like. I know the feeling. But this is longevity with our children. Thank you, Kansas. Thank you. M said these types of relationship cause you to lose yourself. That person will make you think that no one will love you. And after the abuse happens, always comes the famous saying, "I'm sorry, you made me mad." And Emily, that's where I was. I did not feel worthy, and I told y'all that I didn't feel worthy of love. I feel like I would never find nobody to love me. I didn't feel worthy of nobody loving me. I felt worthless. I took in every name I was ever called and hit, and when I got those blows, and you know what I'm saying, you dirty whore, anything I was called, I carried that for years. For years. I'm talking about men. The man I trusted not only was abuse. Let me tell you, we'll get into it in the cheating and all of that, and then I might get a text from another woman. Yeah, that's why you got cancer and your hair fell out, bitch, and just it will be the most. So now I done got the abuse while I'm sick. While I'm sick. So I'm mad at God, like, damn, why you make me lose my hair? Why did you take my neck? Why are you doing this to me? So then I thought too, it was okay for a man, because God is striking me with punishment. It was so much that I didn't understand, y'all, from being abused, also from being the abuser. Because again, I thought it was okay to pass on what was inflicted to me. I did. Let me catch up on her, y'all. Again, I say this: when do you walk away from a toxic relationship? Hey, Sag, my brother. Hey, brother. When do you walk away from a toxic relationship? And I'm glad I did do this live, because these are tears of pain, but at the same time, tears of joy that I got to walk away. Tears of joy that I'm a survivor, like you ladies. You know what I'm saying? I stand before a chat full of beautiful women and some good men. And for that, I'm grateful today, because I'm not going through that. This is such a serious subject. I'm a barber instructor in California, and I have to teach this along with SA awareness and human trafficking. So sad the world we live in. Yeah. Raw, yes. And salute to you for that. Salute to you for teaching and bringing awareness. Thank you. We need more people like you. I always say we'll be down with the fuck shit, but stuff that is gonna potentially get somebody's life taken, and and we got to think too this, and not only when I was reading the stories, they was unaliving themselves. The men and the women are unaliving themselves, but they're taking children along with them. So they're not just taking each other out; they're taking the babies too. Again, innocent babies that didn't ask to come into this world and be a part of our toxicity. When you know you can't, when you ain't asking for the help, and you ain't saying, my kids don't deserve this, I don't deserve this. I'm not saying it's no hope, but it's definitely meaning we are letting each other down in a serious type of way. And I'm just being honest. Thank you, Nicole. I'm over it. I think I've seen enough. And it definitely spoke volumes to the people that's touching on this story or letting it play out on their channels. I'm disturbed. But I will tell y'all, it's hope. It's still life. I don't care how old you are, it's still life at the end of abuse. You are somebody. You are not a punching bag. You are not a punching bag for harsh words, for fists, anything. And again, our kids did not ask to be brought into a world of toxicity, because that's what we want to deal with. At least think about those babies. If you don't think about yourself, think about those babies. And again, I think about my children as the first day they was put in my arms. And I'm like, damn, I had a baby. You know what I'm saying? The first time I did have my baby, I'm like, damn, I got a baby. and she's beautiful. And now all 5 of mine are beautiful, along with my 2 granddaughters. I would not want this for them for nothing in the world. What I endured, I would never want, not even my boys. I don't want my boys hit. I don't want my boys to hit a woman, let alone somebody to hit them, because of what they are a product of their environment, as I spoke about a couple of weeks ago. I don't want that for my children or my grandchildren. She said, I was married 22 years to a military guy, and now I think all Army guys are the devil, and I choose to stay single and strong. I'm content with myself, and I make me happy. And I understand that, Tina. I do. And I'm sorry that you went through that, Tina, to even make you scared to date. You know what I'm saying? And but I know how it is. It just feel like there's nobody for us. You don't never think you're gonna find somebody, y'all. Abuse is real. Abuse is real, and it's a stain, man. It's like a stain, a coffee stain, a red stain on a white shirt. You know what I'm saying? That you just can't get out. It fades, but it just don't go away. She said, that's why I always say, I truly love you, Miss Parker. You will be surprised how many people need to hear these things. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you. Hey, Big Pressure. Hey, thank you for coming through. Thank you. Yeah, she said, I know they aren't all bad, but I love a single life. Yeah. But I just want you to be happy, Tina. It's gonna be okay. She said, I turned to alcohol and toxic men to try to ease the pain, but I had started loving myself. It still hurts to this day. And I covered a lot of my pain up with drugs. I thought drugs was covering a lot of my stuff up too, Miss Jamie. I really did. It definitely it was a mental thing. I think I try to make it mask the pain because it numbed me and stuff like that. And yeah, I definitely turned to drugs to mask away a lot of it. And I'm glad you grew out of that. I've been in a couple of toxic relationships, and I thank God I was freed from them relationships. Absolutely, Cynthia, and I'm praying for you. Salute, I'm on the road, but I want to drop in. Hey, Lady Fresh, thank you for coming through, sis. Thank you. Yeah, Miss Cynthia, I'm praying for you, and thank God you did get out of it. I appreciate everybody for coming through and sharing these stories. Let me see what my Shay Bay said. She said, I don't share what I went through on this app anymore. People are evil as fuck and would try to use that against you. But if you ever need to talk, Miss Parker, I'm always around, and I love you. I love you too, Shay. I love you too. And yeah, people are evil, and you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of me getting away from the toxicity. I'm not gonna be able to help anybody if I hold on to what I went through to potentially save a life. And like I said, it might be somebody in this chat, it might be somebody that's in the clouds watching, scared to jump down, scared at what they might endure because of the internet. Y'all get what I'm saying? Just somebody's scared of how bad this internet is, and how it do get the best of us, y'all. But at the end of the day, it's like you saved them. You know what I'm saying? Content sometimes saves people. Just content, you know. Your titles and what you say saves people that's in the sky watching us. And we don't know who the people in the chat share this with, to be like, hey, go check her out. And they watch, and you saved them because something you said. She said, my mom didn't leave the law, took him away for killing our city's mayor husband. See what I'm saying, Miss LaKendra? She said, it's crazy when we find ourselves in a situation and convince ourselves it is really love. I thank God we are alive to help the next, because many don't make it. Salute to you. Thank you. She said, you have the right one. Is sick. They tried it, but it don't bother me at all, nor does it break me. Life goes on for me. Prayers up for you, Brashay. You heard me. That was control. A lot of men do that now. I'm happy to be myself. I know that's right. You heard me, Cynthia. She said, keep telling your story. Trust me, someone needs to hear it. All right, Tansis. Hey, Auntie Fee. Hey, babe. Thank you for coming through, Auntie. She said, yeah. She said, that's right, Brashay. Continue to protect your peace and happiness from this red app, and that's sad. You know what I'm saying? Because when we really want to come on here and share what we went through and help somebody else, we can't, because we know that it's that us being abused will be to use attack us or bring us down. You know what I'm saying? And they will go with the favorite. Trust me, on this app, they will go with the popular crowd to go against you and use anything you say. You know what I'm saying? Against you on this app. And unfortunately it's what it is, but it's sad. Hey Big O, thank you guys for coming through, man. Again, I've been on here for an hour. Feel free to support the channel by joining the membership or purchasing a super sticker or a super chat, or hitting that Cash App, Cancer Be Happy. Man, thank y'all so much. I definitely was hurt by this today. I used to watch it, and I didn't too much indulge, but I definitely talked about it after I watched it and stuff like that. But now I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to help somebody else that has gone through this. Just that simple. And y'all see my just to kind of lighten the mood. Let me see what she said. She said, "Yep, that's so true. I definitely took it on and start putting my hands on my dudes. I felt like after going through that, I'm gonna hit you before you hit me. It runs deep, and we can go wrong so fast." And that's where I was. I definitely started being the abuser. It's okay, Nina. She said, "I thought her makeup defined who I was, but now I'm natural and still looking good at 58 years old. Self-love is best." Look, Jamie, I was just great say that, girl. Look, I've been curling my natural hair because I'm ready to give me some locks. I think I'm ready for some locks. I've been rocking in my hair is just getting so long. I don't know what I was like. What do I do with this? I be rolling it up with some curlers and stuff, because I never, y'all wouldn't believe, 45 years and I've never done my own hair. Never have I done my own hair. And so I'm just so used to getting it done. I did not like my hair, and that's the thing. I did not like anything about me. I did not like anything about me. I was all natural. Her always been nice. And I just hated everything about me. My real hair. You know what I'm saying? And people like, why you don't wear your real hair? Your hair is nice. It's healthy and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I just let myself go. I just never felt worthy. I never felt beautiful. Nothing. And I thought, like Miss Jamie, I thought her and makeup made me. I was lost for a long time. Hi, Princess Love. Thank you for coming through. She said abuse can be emotional and verbal. Yes, and it can. She said, Miss True, Miss Parker, and thank you so much for sharing this with us. I thank y'all so much for sharing. I do. I salute to you, beautiful ladies. Y'all see my face all puffy from crying because, man, I didn't know I was going to get this deep. It just disturbed me today. What I seen, she said, narcissist abuse from a mother is very challenging, and I attracted that in men. Yes, Princess. Yes, I don't hear if somebody need a man. Big old look shit. I love you too, Lizzie. I love you too. Yeah, he's crazy. Hey, Suntan. Well, y'all big old said I'm here if somebody need a man. You know what I'm saying? So, big old. I don't know if anybody looking for a man right now. And I thought I said what I said over here today. You know what I'm saying? I think we all kind of like Cynthia said a lot of men want to control us. They do. But see, I noticed that it definitely latched on to me too, Cynthia. Again, hi Nisha Boo. I definitely became the abuser. I definitely became the aggressor. It just latched onto me, and I thought it was the right thing to do. I thought it was what it was. She said, if you could save one person's life, you are doing the work. And I'm going to tell y'all this. This was crazy. I got a phone call on Messenger last night on Instagram. And I'm not going to say who because it's confidential, but I'm just saying for this person to hit me up, I never thought it was going to happen in a million years. And the first thing they said was, Miss Parker, you saved me. Thank you. And I was like, huh? And they told me that. And I was like, That's like, you saved me, thank you. And that's like, don't say nothing. I was like, I'll never say. I never disclose who it was, but it's just the fact that it definitely made me feel good about who I am. It's little things like that that bring me back when I am. Because I still, I put up with abuse for years. Not 5 years, not 10 years, but half of my life. I abused myself for drugs. Half of my life. So it takes some time to get over that. It's taking, you know what I'm saying? It probably takes a little bit more time, more years, 10 more years to get all the way back to me. She said this happens to me and too, and they hardly ever admit it. My son had to go to the hospital and still won't get out. He makes excuses for her and lies to them about how he got his injuries. Yes, Rob. Yes, they will really troll you with your story. It's sick. She said, everyone have a blessed day and stay prayed up. Thank you, Mr. Kendra. I love you so much. Thank you. I got to watch the replay. Okay, Miss Princess. Thank you. She said, Raw, I hope your son gets out before it's too late. Absolutely, Raw. Absolutely. Hi, Melanated Queen. Yeah. So, yeah, y'all catch that replay if you coming in late. She said, I relate. That was me. Well, Princess, do you want to talk about it? Or are you okay? Do you want to? You have the right one. I don't know what it'll take. They have 2 babies together. She said, now I'm bald. I shaved my head to prove to me I didn't need a wig and face paint. Man, prayers up to you, Princess. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Man, when I went bald, because the doctor said that the because the chemotherapy I got was called the what was it called? Red something. Red Devil. It's one of the strongest chemos out there. And I thought I prepared myself. I did. But he said it. He said when you leave the chemo, your first dose, everything is gone within this amount of time. And I remember getting the little caps at the little front desk when I was leaving my chemo. I was like, oh, this is cute. These hats are so cute. Not knowing that I was going to need those hats sooner than what I thought. I remember getting in the shower. After chemotherapy that night, I got in the shower and I woke up and all my hair was on the pillow. And I was like, damn, I'm not pretty anymore. The scar, and that's why, y'all see me on here, my scar shows, you know what I'm saying? And I know this internet gets to it because, they be using it against me, like, oh, she look like she got shot and some old stuff, And the abuse got worse throughout the cancer. And that was the worst year. I thought the addiction was, but the suicide really kicked in once the breast cancer came. Because they wanted me to take both of my breasts. They wanted both of my breasts. I didn't have fingernails, toenails, eyelashes, eyebrows. I was like, damn, God, what else you want? You took one breast, but you want the other one. You took out my hair. You took out my nails. You took out my eyelashes. You took out my eyebrows. So, yeah, you guys, from being told all kind of stuff from me and not feeling love, that took a toll on me. So I really had to do some meditating. I really had to do a lot of working on me mentally to get me back. So again, when you go through that abuse, you go through a lot. Even when getting out of it, you are still in a dark place. You don't have to be in another relationship. You are just by yourself and you are thinking. And it just takes some time. But in time, you will get back. Trust me. Thinking about my babies, I really by the grace of God, I really thought about, my babies did not deserve to be brought into this world and me leave them lonely because of me being in my feelings and how I allowed men to treat me for years. So, it's a lot, but you will find yourself. You will remember. Y'all will get yourself back. And again, like Miss Jamie said, makeup and her don't make you. Makeup and her don't make you. I ain't gonna get dolled up quick. You heard me? But that don't make me. It doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It just say, I want to look good today. You know what I'm saying? This one of them. When I got my money and I want to do something good for myself, I get my hair done. I get my nails done. I get my toes done. But does that define who I am? Absolutely not. Hey, Suntan, thank you. She said, no, no, no. Little boys and men bodies who refuse to heal won't want to control women. Men will nurture you, assist you in your healing, and help build you up. Absolutely. Thank you, Nelson Hope. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nelson Hope. Appreciate you. She said, you telling my story, secretly abused in all my relationship. Princess. Well, I'm here for you, baby. And it's women in here that share their story and they kind of been through um, the same thing. Ross said, you have the right one. I appreciate that. Once I started teaching this, I talked to him about it. All he said was, I know, Mom. That's nice, Ross. I like that. I like that. We have to talk to our children. Talk to our children. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm still here. My daughter and niece motivated me to stay healing. Healing is a marathon. Let's go, princess. Let's go. And it is. Remember, everybody, again, we are somebody. And yeah, hair and makeup don't define us. And love doesn't hurt. And know when to walk away from a toxic relationship. To all my sisters in the chat, even my brothers that have been through abuse. Because again, ladies, it's not just us. Men go through abuse as well. Um, yeah, we are definitely here for you, princess. I'm here for all of y'all. Trust me, I'm here for all of y'all. Even in my still will be broken places, I'm still here for all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? In terms of joy, terms of being a survivor, a breast cancer survivor, um, in addiction recovery, man, losing my mother, you know what I'm saying? Still finding strength to get through every day, losing my best friend, man. These tears aren't tears of joy. It's just sometimes, it does sting a little bit. Just a little bee sting when you think back on losing yourself, losing life, and some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? People that are your loved ones and stuff. But at the end of the day, there is a rainbow at the end of my storm and yours too. You know what I'm saying? And together we will lift each other up. We are not going to be in here turn each other down. We are here to lift each other up. If you want to cry, oh, thank you, Jamie. If you want to cry, princess, I'm going to cry with you. You know what I'm saying? But then we're going to get back to laughing and like you said, encouraging each other, lifting each other up. Even to my men that come in the chat, same thing. If y'all been through anything, I'm here for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to turn my black men down anymore. I don't want to see my black men incarcerated. I don't want to see the police unaliving our black men off of falsifications and toxicity again. You know what I'm saying? We have to know when to walk away from toxic relationships, when to walk away from toxic people, period. Remember, everything that glitters is not gold. Thank you guys so much for pulling up with me today and my crybaby ass. Yes, my crybaby ass, girl. Y'all done made me take off my glasses and some whole shit. And knowing I can't see in here, you know what I'm saying? But for y'all, I will do that. You get what I'm saying? There is no shame in who I am, what I look like, or nothing I've been through today. Today, I am somebody, and I stand here before y'all to say that. Today, I am somebody, and I'm not going to let nobody turn me down. Can't nobody turn me down but me. That's it, and that's all. I hope everybody has a great Thursday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Look, y'all keep looking at this end button. Y'all probably like, what's she looking? I'm looking at this end button because y'all know I don't be going live like this, but it just was a must talk about. And also on Saturday, pull up with me at 10 in the morning with your coffee, man or woman. And let's talk about managing our money when shopping. Nurse P is supposed to be coming, telling us about some couponing because she's been getting good deals. And I definitely want to get on to that because I'm horrible with money. I feel like every time I get a dollar, it's got to be spent. I don't care if it's a dollar, it's got to be spent. And it's funny how I will stretch a dollar, so again, I'm horrible with money, so I want to talk about ways of managing and also set some goals with ways to manage our money and stuff like that. And so, again, thank you guys for coming through, kicking it with us, crying for the ladies that's crying. I don't get to see y'all crying behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all, prayers up to y'all, and thank you guys for sharing, Miss Princess. Prayers to you. You have the right one, my love. Again, prayers to you. M's, prayers to you, Miss Jamie, Miss LaKendra, Tina, you know what I'm saying, Miss Ashley Lynn, all y'all, you know what I'm saying, that took a loss or went through anything abusive and stuff like that. Prayers to you, ladies. I love y'all so much. You get what I'm saying? I love you, baby. Love you. You had the right one. She said, yes, I had done couponing for years. Suntan, you need to pull up. Tell us something too. Thank you, Brown Sugar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Suntan, pull up with us Saturday morning with your coffee, you know what I'm saying? And let us know. And if you are a nurse in 2 weeks, because I do it every other week. So in 2 weeks on my third episode of Coffee and Combo, I want to hear from you nurses. You know what I'm saying? The mental health of the nurse, the struggles of being a nurse, with all these different the COVID and everything like that. We nursing sounds good, but from me talking and having a lot of friends as nurses, it's definitely a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It definitely takes a lot to be a nurse in today's time. So I definitely want to hear from all my nurses or anybody in the medical field. Please. She said, thank you, Miss Parker and Tiara, for sharing. Yeah, thank you, Princess. No, thank you. Thank you, Suntan. I appreciate that. Yes, Miss Cynthia. Yes. Miss Cynthia, I was just talking about you the other day on Shanks Live. It was so hilarious. Miss Cynthia Shank shared a chat and stuff. Hey, her energy. Thank you. Thank you for coming through. I've been seeing you. But Shank shared a live and I ended up saying Miss Cynthia. I was like, damn, Cynthia from Shank's Live. So she's in the sector. And she's like, it is too early for this because they are scratching. You hear me? It's 9 in the morning. We are in roast the toast and they are scratching. You know what I'm saying? To the hells. They are scratching. Miss Shank, Shank Rock, where you got me at? So it was definitely funny. Miss Cynthia was over there definitely giving her opinion on how she did not feel what was happening. And you was just hilarious over there. And but I did pray. I was like, man, please don't let nobody say that to Miss Cynthia, because then I'm gonna have to get involved, and it's gonna be a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, mess. But yeah, you came in and you fit in, and you definitely gave your opinion. You didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you, Miss Cynthia, and your support. She said we gotta always pray for strength and support. Yes, we do, Miss Cynthia, we do. And again, together we got this. You know what I'm saying? We are in this together, and to the end, and that's it, and that's all. Thank you guys for pulling up with me this Thursday. When do we walk away from toxic relationships? She said, what were you saying about nursing? I'm retired cardiac nurse. Next, not this. I started a coffee and combo a segment on Saturdays, but it's every other Saturday. This Saturday we're going to be doing managing. Do we know how to manage money when we're shopping? And we're going to be talking about couponing too and stuff like that. Because again, I'm bad with money, but in 2 weeks, I want to hear from the nurses. You know what I'm saying? Working in the nurse field with everything that happened, the COVID and all of the type of situations. How do you care for other people? Who cares for y'all at the end of the day, basically? So just want to hear from some nurses. That's it. Hey, West Adams, thank you for coming. She said, I've been so busy all morning, just wrapped up is my reason for coming late, but I'm going to go back and watch the replay. Okay, cool. Thank you. You guys make sure y'all go follow Auntie Fee. If somebody can draw my Auntie Fee's link in the chat, please, before we get out of here, Nina, if you don't mind. Love you, Auntie Fee. Thank you again so much for everything you've done for my channel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And don't forget to feel free to support the channel by joining the membership or purchasing a super sticker, super chat, or hitting that Cash App. And don't forget to hit my like button, you guys. Please keep me in the algorithm. Hit that like button for me, please. Yes. She said they was cussing just to be cussing. Yeah, they was. Boy, I mean, that's just the most sector, girl. You know, you just don't know for real. Like it was like, oh man, like I was like, Miss Cynthia's in her. So, you know, I'm good anyway when I go in the chat. I'm always respectful in somebody else's house. So you weren't going to see me act out, but I just knew you was gonna come into on some F stuff. You heard me? She said, okay, I will tap in, but I will tell you we are the most unhealthy people, ironically. Yes, please pull up her energy. I would love to hear from y'all. You know what I'm saying? And please pull up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys again so much for pulling up with me and tolerate me and my cheers for this little bit of time. Go enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday, and I will see you guys Saturday morning. Thank you.